Someone is thinking about you more than you realize. And whether they're near you, far from you, or completely out your life, their energy is showing up for a reason. Because the truth is, energy doesn't always leave when a person does. Sometimes people continue to pull on our energy because there's still a lesson, a conversation, or an emotion waiting to be acknowledged. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Melii, and in today's timeless pick a card reading, we're going to uncover exactly who is in your energy right now, why they're showing up, and what's coming next for your connection between you and this person. If this video finds you, then you must know this key information about the person who is pulling your energy. Like always, I do have 3 piles and 3 crystals for you to choose from. Each pile resonates with a particular message. In order for you to have easy access to your reading, I did list the timestamp in the pinned comment and a description box for you to have easy access. Pile 1 resonates with this needle clear quartz. Pile 2 resonates with this rose quartz crystal. Pile 3 resonates with this apophyllite crystal. I will be using the Imbody Tarot Deck for this reading. And if you're interested in getting your own personalized copy, use the code word energy at checkout for 15% off. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. And in today's book card reading, we're going to figure out who has been tugging on your energy, whether you subconsciously know or not, and the reason why. Whether you're seeing signs of this person, whether you've been thinking about them out of nowhere, whether you've been manifesting them. What is going on between a connection between a person who is hyperfixated on you and the reason why. If you chose this clear quartz crystal, then this reading is for you. And I'm going to start your reading off by figuring out the possible zodiac sign of this person, okay? So let's see. Who's been currently thinking about pile number 1? So we have Cancer energy. We have Aquarius energy. And then we have Gemini energy. So the energy I'm picking up about who's been thinking about you is a person who you're close to. It could be a person that is a family member. It could be a person that is a very close friend, more so a childhood friend. It could also be your sibling or a person who you probably have kids with. Those are multiple energies I'm picking up. Because Cancer energy is the energy of home, and it's the energy of closeness, oneness. It's the energy of I will take care of you. It's a very mothering and nurturing energy. Aquarius energy is the energy of friendships, but I feel like with a combination of Gemini and Cancer, it feels more so like a best friend, a partner, a companion, a person who you definitely like go beyond the normal, a person who has easy access to you, okay? And then with Gemini energy, I feel like this person may not really show their full attention when it comes to you. But I'm also picking up as somebody who definitely mirrors your energy, mirror your vibe, or they could project a lot, okay? So let's figure out why they are currently thinking about you. So we have Death. And I feel like you guys probably just had a breakup, a disagreement, an ending of some sort that just occurred recently. And then we have Ambition. They are very focused and dedicated to work and fix on something with you. I feel like the person that is manifesting you or is currently in your energy, they want to have access to you again. And I feel like they couldn't believe that you were able to walk away from them, separate from them. You know, it's a person who wants to fix things with you, but they may not go about it the right way. And I think that that's the issue right now. Their subconscious is probably bothering them because the Gemini energy is energy of the mind and Cancer energy is energy of the moon. So subconsciously, it's really bothering them and they're really tugging on the reason why you guys are not as close as you guys once used to be. So let's dig into what the tarot has to say on why they're pulling on your energy. So Power wants to know why this person is pulling on their energy. Somebody has to make a sacrifice within this connection. And I feel like your person right now is contemplating whether or not they want to come back and initiate this conversation. But they feel like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, or maybe they're considering has too much time gone by within this connection. It's not something that they have really like worked themselves up to do. The Seven of Pentacles, the energy of patience, the energy of I have to make sure that everything is good. I want to make sure that my rewards are beautiful. The Two of Swords is a very tough decision, a decision that feels very blind, and a decision that feels like stuck for the most part. But I feel like they're not looking at things from the right perspective. They're not having an open mind for the most part, and that's why they kind of feel stuck. With the Chariot card, this is the energy of kind of like control. It's energy of direction. So I feel like the person that's currently pulling on your energy is a person who wants that closeness, that wants that oneness with you. It's a person who feels like they're stuck and they had to choose between you and probably somebody else, or they had to make a sacrifice when it comes to your connection. It's also a person who you're not really communicating with right now. It's a person who's feel very distant, but it's also a person who knows what it's like to be in your good gracious, and they want to be in your good gracious. I think that this person used you as a means to, get up each day and get things accomplished. So when you're not around, it feels like they could be mourning a loss. They're sad. They feel like they cannot do what they want in life because they no longer have the access of you being their biggest cheerleader. And that's what's holding them back. They didn't know what value you had in their life and what you had to give until it's gone. And now, because you are no longer pouring into them, whether it's emotionally or mentally speaking life into them, they don't know which way to turn. You are a person who put the battery in their back. You are a person who made them look at life in a very beautiful way, Even when it's very cloudy and there's a storm and life is difficult, you were able to make them feel happy for the most part. You guide them through the way. And now it's just like they have to be very reliant on themselves. They don't have you as their security blanket anymore. And that's the reason why they're pulling on your on your energy. They pull on your energies because they feel lost. They feel entitled. They feel like they don't really have the willpower anymore to get over things, to strive through things, to power through things. And I think that this person really wants a second chance with you, but they are stuck between their ego and their shadow, right? They're not really truly showing you who and what they are when it comes to your connection between both you guys. Because I feel like they're going to try to show up, or they've been showing you the personality of what they think you want. And once they realize that it's not really working out, the quote unquote the perfect energy, the perfect person that they're showing up as, they're realizing that you're not willing. They really have to come different and be very authentic in order for you guys to reconcile. So what I'm seeing right now is the person who is heavily in your energy right now is the person who you cared for deeply, is the person who you nurtured, you show unconditional love, you prioritize them, you even put their wants, needs above yours, even if you were struggling, even if you needed the most help. You rather go without to make them feel better. But now that they don't have access to you, it's eating them up alive. And I feel like this person has a lot of regrets because they didn't think that you will be able to walk away from them permanently, or you will be standing up for them. Standing up for yourself. In their mind, you will always be around. So they explored and they thought that the grass was green on the other side. But you're realizing that you have to treat people how you want to be treated. And even if it kills you not to be your most loving and most happy and most family-oriented type of person, you're realizing that you have to put you first. You'll do what's best for you. So I feel like your person is mourning a loss from you. And I definitely feel like this person is manifesting you. And this person is manifesting you because they, quite frankly, need you in their life for them to keep going. And I feel like you're starting to realize that that's not a burden that you need to carry. Okay? Let's see what the tarot cards have to say some more. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Hermit. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Spirit, what's your advice when it comes to this connection? The Four of Wands. Go where you're celebrated. Go where you feel happy and feel light. Go where you feel like there's elevation in your life. When it comes to this connection, it feels like a play. I don't know if you are playing games with this person or you will be playing games with their emotions. Or I don't know if you are daydreaming when it comes to wanting more from this connection, want to elevate this connection, want things to improve. But I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you, like, don't relapse when it comes to this connection, whether this person is around you or not. And the reason why I say that is because you don't have to experience struggle relationships, struggle love. Because the Three of Pentacles is the inability to get along with a person. You guys cannot really meet each other where you guys want to, where you guys desire to. And the Hermit card is the energy of isolation and retreating, getting back to yourself, knowing self, because you've seen the red flags and the white flags and the green flags, but you kind of bypass everything because you want to service this person. Your nature is to service and help people, even if it takes you a very long time for you to recharge yourself back up and build yourself up. And I feel like the fact that you may have known this person for a very long time, or you could be have a family with this person and you guys are family members, is the reason why you're having like a guilt trip when it comes to this person and their energy. You're wondering whether or not you should stay or go. But here's the thing. It feels like them if you do, them if you don't. And I feel like Spirit is saying that go where you feel happy. So if you feel happy right now being with them, go with that energy. If you change your mind and say, hey, I don't want to be around this person, their energy, detach. Because the Death card is all about transformation. It's how we transition through cycles naturally. It's a progression. Having ambition is having a drive and a willpower to do something. It's like taking a leap of faith of some sort for the most part. It's a character trait that you have. And you have to realize that sometimes on your journey, you don't always have to bring the same people with you. You could go through stages where you have a big crowd of supporters. You have stages where you feel very isolated. You have stages where you choose to bring one or two people, the closest friend and family members. But nevertheless, what I'm seeing is that even if you have this emotional tie to this person based on history, it doesn't mean that you have to drag them with you on every stage of your life. It's okay to take a breather. It's okay to have a low maintenance relationship in this season. It's also okay to say, hey, you know what? I want this to be more high maintenance. I want to invest more. So what I'm seeing for you is that the person who's tugging on your energy is a person who's very close to you. Could be a family member or a childhood friend, or it could be an associate that you recently fell out with. And the reason why they're pulling your energy is because you were an energy source for them. You made them feel empowered. You gave them light when they were in darkness. But now you're going through this phase of, I need to put myself first and elevate. And it's not the most easiest thing for you to do. Okay? So let's figure out what's next for this connection. Ooh. I feel like you guys would probably have let bygones be bygones. You know, with the death card, the Six of Swords in reverse and Judgment card. I feel like energy of suck. I'm not seeing you guys like really speaking about what happened and how to progress from it. It more so feels like we're going to ride this tide out. We're just going to let things be, not acknowledge it just because we want to feel comfortable. But I also feel like with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it doesn't feel like it's going to be a very long-term thing. because the Ten of Cups is a community type of energy. And I feel like you desire to have that community, but you want an honest and clean community. And maybe this person is making you choose between the people who you currently have in your life and how you view your family or community moving forward. And there's a disconnect between that too. So what's coming for you guys is same old, same old. Nothing was really changing. So that's what I have for you, pile number one. I hope I was able to give you clarity on the confirmation on who's in your energy field and the reason why and what's to come for you. If you enjoyed this reading, then list your zodiac sign in the comment section. I want to know whose energy was resonating with this. And let me know if it's true or not. If this is what the vibe is, if you're feeling it. I do have my tarot deck available. If you like to invest in one, I will give you 15% off if you use the word energy at checkout. So until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. And in today's food card reading, we're going to figure out who's been pulling on your energy and why. Whether you've been thinking about a person, obsessed with a person, or it's a person who you are not aware of right now, we're going to figure out the reason why. Because we're realizing that energy never dies, it only transfers. So even if you're in communication with this person, not in communication with this person, we're going to figure out what their tea is, okay? So if you chose the rose quartz crystal, then this is the reading for you. I'm going to put the tarot cards to the side, and then I'm going to pull up on their zodiac to see their energy, who could it possibly be. And then we will pull some more oracles to figure out the reason why. And then I'm going to figure out what's to come for the future between this connection between this person. So let's get it. So who's currently pulling on pile 2 energy? So we have Scorpio. We have Capricorn. And then we have Leo. Interesting. So I feel like the person who is currently tugging on your energy is a person who you could have worked with this person at some point in your life, or you had some type of business relationship with this person. It could be a person who you've met on social media or while you were traveling on a trip of some sort. And it also could be a person who you had a past life connection with for the most part. And I'm also picking up as a person who there's an emotional attachment some way, somehow, okay? I want to figure out next, why is this person currently pulling on your energy? So we have creativity, the person who you create with. We have rites of passage. That's that past life connection that I was picking up on. And then we have learning. It definitely feels like a person from the past, some way, somehow. Let's see what else we pick up on. Who's pulling on pile 2's energy? Sorry. Pluto. Yeah. It's a person who was meant to teach you a lesson in health. It's a person who was to teach you a very valuable lesson of some way, some sort. I don't think that they were able to teach you that lesson yet. And probably that's why you're probably confused, probably right now, on who this person could possibly be. Because I'm feeling like it's more so like a soul type of tie type of thing. Let me figure out what message this person had to say to you. And then I'll pull on a tarot card to figure out who exactly, why, and what's to come. So let's see. So we have Eagle. It says triumphant over troubles and obstacles. We have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking about you. And then we have hammock. taking a vacation physically or mentally. This literally just clarified what I just said about who and how you could have met this person for the most part. So if you reach this far in your reading and it doesn't resonate, I suggest that you pick another pile. If you are here locked in with me and it makes sense so far, let me know by saying pile 2 resonates, okay? So what I have right now so far on the person who is currently in your energy field right now is a person who you have a deep connection with that is unexplainable. It feels like you met this person and everything was perfect until it wasn't perfect anymore. It feels like it's a past life connection. It feels like a person who tries to pull your energy in your dreams for the most part. It's probably a person who manifests you through the old method. And it's a person who would want to have you as a arm candy. But it feels like these are their innermost thoughts when it comes to you for the most part, because they're unable to show themselves 100%. So I feel like more so this person's like a crush, is a person who hasn't really identified their intentions yet for the most part when it comes to you. And it's a person who is here to teach you a lesson on spirituality for the most part, a lesson on how to express yourself and not let yourself feel very small, a person who is telling you how to have a more healthier habits. It's a person who is trying to show you what the right way of doing things is. It's teaching you how to step out of society norms and finding yourself, finding oneness. I feel like this person, there's a great spark between you guys in the sense of you guys just naturally flow with each other. There's a natural like love. It's a natural anointment over you guys' relationship. When you guys are around each other, it feels like a fairy tale. It feels like a dream. But when you guys are separated, it's just like things doesn't feel as smooth and as comfortable as you may like it. It feels like, okay, I need to learn something. I'm growing something. I feel like this person would trigger your spiritual awakening of some sort. And I also feel like this person is going to make you reassess who you are and what you want to be in life. You, like I said, you could have worked with this person in the past, for the most part, with the Capricorn energy, because Capricorn energy, they know how to make money. They are the sign of the work and ambition. But they also love a luxurious lifestyle. It is an earth sign, so they're very big on stability, and they're not as quick to do things as people may suggest, but they're very ambitious, you know, and they're very calculated. If it makes sense, they'll get it done. I also feel like this person with the Scorpio energy is not a person who always show what they truly want and their intentions right away. It's more so a person who feels things a lot, and when they cannot suppress anymore, that's when they express themselves. The fact that you had the fire agates, that energy is bringing me a person who is very multi-dimensional for the most part, and I feel like you guys have projects together. And then with the fluorite energy, this person may bring stillness to your life, or you may bring stillness to their life. This is quite interesting. And what I'm seeing that's common is the fact that we have a lot of butterflies in this spread, and butterflies usually represents transformation. So I feel like you're about to either have a new life with this person, or you guys are going to change how relationships are between y'all. Interesting. Okay, let's get the tarot cards. Let's clear this mess and let's figure out even more of the reasons why they're pulling your energy and what's actually come. Okay, pile 2. Let's figure out why else is this person pulling on your energy. Ooh. So we have the King of Wands. That's in reverse. We have the Hangman in reverse. So you have this person blocked. I feel like it's a person who doesn't always have easy access to you. Because when we have a lot of reversal, that energy is the energy of blocks. Things are not happening as freely as we may like or want. And then we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is an energy of making things easier. Moving to an area in life where things feel very free. It's also an energy of regrets when it comes to not having 100% control of where you go. So maybe you guys were forced apart. Maybe they felt like they lost you out of nowhere, or maybe you feel like you lost them. They were ripped or stripped from you. The Hangman card is an energy of living a life of comfort, you know, because when the Hangman is upright, that energy is discomfort and trying to see things from a different perspective. And when it's in reverse, it's just like you made peace with what's happening. The King of Wands energy is the energy is using your charm to manipulate things. The King of Wands resonate with fire energy, and fire energy, you could either create life or use fire for support, or you can use fire to destroy. So I feel like there's energy of like duality when it comes to this person. And the reason why they're pulling your energy is because either you need to find closure or the truth when it comes to what's going on with between both of you guys, or they need to find the closure and truth when it comes to what had happened. So if you know who this person is, you guys still both don't have closure within this connection. If you do not know who I'm talking about and you're just like, Melly, what's going on? Then I feel like this energy is more so of them coming forward with their intentions eventually. Okay. What's the come for this connection? What should pile 2 know? The 8 of Swords. Don't hold your breath for them to come forward. Or they may come forward, but you still will know their intentions 100%. We have the 3 of Cups. They're going to come by themselves. Be mindful of people who are trying to isolate you. Because the 3 of Cups in reverse is a person who doesn't really celebrate you how you want to. But it's also an energy of not having a community that you need. The 8 of Pentacles. If you are in a work relationship with this person, be mindful of you probably losing your job, being investigated because of you guys' connection. So make sure you keep your nose clean, your head above water when you're at work. And what else? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this person will want you to sacrifice your freedom for them. So you have to be mindful of this person's intentions and their ability to manipulate and be calculated, okay? I do see cycles because number 8 represents cycles and things continuously happen and not much growth and progression. And I'm also seeing the energy of a person being calculated. So I feel like you're seeing this as a warning about people's intentions when it comes to you. No matter how far a person is, it doesn't mean that they don't have access to make or break your life, okay? Just be mindful that people are willing to travel a distance for you, whether for good or whether for bad. You need to make sure that you look at every aspect of this connection, okay? Because I really feel like there is a major lesson for you when it comes to relationships and how you attach to people. So just be mindful of that. Nevertheless, I'm seeing that you are going to learn a lot with self-love. And I guess that's why you chose the rose quartz crystal, because the rose quartz energy is the energy of unconditional love. And many people associate rose quartz with loving others. I feel like more so this is for you loving on yourself. So let's see what spirit advice is for you, pile 2. We have the 4 of Pentacles, the Magician card, and the 5 of Pentacles. So one thing I can say is that the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, they're energy of earth, okay? So that has to do with resources, material resources. It's one of you conserving your energy and it's one of you losing your energy. It's the energy of abandonment and it's the energy of being stoic. With the Magician card in between, I feel like the overall message is for you to always be in control of your life, always mastering how to manipulate the energy or be in control of the energy of what's going on, making sure that you're aware of what you have and your valuables and not risking it for someone else, okay? The 4 of Pentacles energy is being conservative for the most part. The 5 of Pentacles energy is a loss of something. Like either you held on something too tight to the point where you were able to upgrade or you lost something completely. But with the Magician card, I feel like you're going to be safe within this predicament if you're able to mentally be aware of what's going on. Don't be too fixated on what people have to offer you. Or don't be too fixated on things that you have lost. Be very forward thinking, okay? Because the Magician also master things, right? And I feel like you have the ball in your court. So don't keep your eye, don't take your eye off of your long-term goal and what you want to make somebody else feel better about themselves, because you're gonna feel like you lost more than you gained. It's also an energy of don't argue with people who have more to lose than you. Okay? So, what I'm currently seeing overall is that you have a past life connection with a person and it's still affecting you subconsciously. I feel like if you're aware of who this person is, then Spirit is saying that you can't sit around and wait for them to change. You have to take control over what's going on between your connection. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. If this resonates, comment "I'm now in control" in the comment section, so I know that you got to this far in your reading and it resonated. If you're interested in these beautiful cards, I did create this tarot deck. It's called Imbody Tarot, and just for you, I'm going to offer 15% off if you use the word energy at checkout. Okay, so until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. And in today's book card reading, we're going to figure out who's in your energy field and why. You know what's crazy? For the last 2 readings, what I did was I found out who the person was and why. But for your reading, I want to figure out what the energy is and then who the person is. So a little bit of a reversal, okay? So if you chose this Apophyllite crystal, then this reading is for you. And I am going to put the tarot deck to the side. And I am going to pull some oracle cards to figure out why a person could be tugging on your energy, okay? And then at the end, we're going to figure out who this person could possibly be. So why is people tugging on pile 3's energy? So we have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. I feel like a surprise is coming your way. It feels like marriage. So you could be in a long-term relationship with this person, but what's crazy to talk about marriage is to have broken ring part of the ways in either romance or business. So this person could be a person who you recently broke up with or you're in no contact with for the most part. I definitely feel like this person is a lover of some sort. And we also have dogs getting together with friends. What's interesting about this dog card is I feel like this energy is more so about companionship than anything else, because we know that dogs are the most loyal animals out there, and they say it's a man's best friend, okay? So it says also someone will try to make you do something against your will. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good thing with the club energy. So maybe somebody's forcing your hand, literally forcing your hand. And then it says coins, money will be coming towards you soon. So I feel like this either has to be a business partner of some sort, or this could also be a lover. Either way, it's a person who you have a partnership with, okay? Why is this energy popping up now? What should pile 3 know about this person? So we have the Page of Cups. That's an offering of some sort, emotionally, exploration with the Page of Cups energy. It's the 8 of Cups energy. Ooh, Spirit is probably telling you to move on from this person. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like what's happening with you right now in your connection is that the person who is currently tugging on your energy or manifesting you is the person who you're not really communicating with for the most part. And it may be against your will. It may not be something that ideally that you would choose. It's a person who's like probably a fast talker, but they probably use communication as a way how to pull on your heartstring for the most part. Spirit is saying that they could see you emotionally detaching from this person and finding something new, finding something refreshing, finding something that makes you feel like you're alive again for the most part. This person who's pulling your energy could be a little bit younger than you, a childlike type of energy. You guys could be the same sex for the most part, but it's also a person who is making you look at life from a different perspective when it comes to your emotions and what you want when it comes to a family and gathering, okay? With the Knight of Swords energies, a person could be very impulsive and spontaneous. So what should pile 3 know about this person? We have the Nine of Pentacles. That's money, assets. So either watch your money or you guys will make great money together, but be mindful of the contracts. We have the Hangman card. I definitely feel like there's a contractual arrangement that's happening between y'all. So the Quartz will be involved. And then the Ten of Cups. Interesting. Is this a person who you had a family with? Or is this energy of a person who you don't feel supported with right now for the most part? I'm not too sure, but let's figure it out. What else does this one on with pile 3 person's energy? We have Uranus. Interesting. What else is going on? We have the home. I definitely feel like this is a person who you probably had close ties and connection with, a lover of some sorts. And then we have the moon. Somebody's not telling the truth when it comes to their feelings towards you. And I feel like they're trying to be very stoic for the most part. It's definitely a person who you are not in communication with or you're very in distance from. It's a person who you probably thought that you guys could create a beautiful life together, whether it's through like literally a business or when it comes to like love, you know. But you're starting to realize that this person is not maybe who they always portray themselves to be. And either you're questioning their loyalty or you're questioning whether or not they were really being honest and truthful when it comes to our connection. Wow. So I feel like you're questioning a particular person. And the reason why you're questioning this person is because they may not be doing the most honest thing. It's a person who you guys could rely on each other with, but you're starting to wonder whether or not you should rely on this person. Should you have a backup plan? Wow. Okay. Let's see what else pop up. What else should we know? We have flexibility. So don't make any crazy judgment right now. Take your time when it comes to this energy. We have peace. Do what feels right and peaceful for you. And then we have relationship healing. You have to cleanse yourself and your energy when it comes to this person for the most part. Spirit is saying that you really have to do some energy work, you know, whether you want to keep this connection or not. You definitely need to either pray or, you know, do a cleansing bath, a cleansing shower, or, you know, do that cord cutting or road opener. Nevertheless, I feel like the person who's pulling your energy right now is the person who wants to fix the connection that you guys have together. And they probably don't know how to. They probably feel like it is over with completely. And this person is questioning, wondering, like, is it too late? Is it too late for the most part? That's interesting. Let's see what's the come for you guys. What's the come for pile 3 in their person? We have the Temperance card. It still feels a little bit imbalanced. Not really working things out 100%. The Nine of Swords, anxiety, you know, trust problems, not being able to sleep. And the Five of Wands. It feels like you guys are going to be fighting. Will pile 3 in their person figure things out and reconcile? I feel like you guys are going to have your defense up. It doesn't feel like a resolution of some sort. And the Hierophant card. You guys won't be able to repair the connection of how it used to be in the past. The Justice card is in reverse. So I don't know if it's because of you guys are going to go through like a legal situation or not. But it feels like it doesn't feel pure. And I feel like Spirit is saying protect your energy, protect yourself for the most part. Be mindful of returning back to this person's energy. Okay, let's figure out who this person is. Who could this person be? So we have Gemini energy. We have Virgo energy. So you or the person could be a Gemini, Virgo. and we have Libra energy. It's so interesting that we have energies that has to do with servicing others, communication, or just partnerships for the most part. At the bottom of the deck, we do have Pisces and Aries energy. So if you're seeing this reading, this is not limited to these signs, but the season, the timeline could be affected. So something may change or something may happen during Gemini season, Virgo season, Pisces season, Aries season, and Libra season. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope I gave you some clarity. I wish the best for you. Until next time, remember who loves you. And if you want this tarot deck, it is available. It's my tarot deck, Embody Tarot. It's available on Imbody.co. 15% off if you type in energy at checkout. And until next time, remember who loves you. Bye.